What's up guys, this is one of my first videos and it's about kind of a Q&A, but it's based around gaming and everything else. I've had a lot of YouTube channels in the past and none of them have really been about anything that I'm particularly passionate about. It's always been making generic videos about my family, vlogging, that kind of stuff, but gaming's always been a passion, one that I haven't really wanted to express. Now I'm kind of getting into that. I don't know exactly the right path to take, but I thought I would start with something like this. Kind of intertwining what I'm used to, which is talking to a camera and expressing a story, and talking about things that I love, such as video games. Half my face is really dark right now, I apologize for that. Honestly, I couldn't be bothered setting up a fill light. It'll do. Kind of dramatic. I like it. I could just use my phone like that, but it's a little bit overwhelming, I think. So I don't know how many questions I'm going to do, but there's 50 on this list. And the first question is, what is my favorite game of all time? That is a really hard question to answer. There's a lot up there. Final Fantasy X, Kingdom Hearts, The Last of Us. It depends entirely what mood I'm in, but I think if I had to pick one, it would be Final Fantasy X. I got that game, I don't know why my mum bought it for me, but I got it and I had never seen such an amazing story, cinematography and music in a video game before. At that point in my life, I must have been about 12, 13 years old. I loved film, I loved YouTube, and I loved video games in the sense of like Pokemon, Call of Duty, things like that. And being able to see video games as an art form rather than just entertainment to pass the time, I thought really mixed it up. And it's imprinted in my memory. One of my favorite songs of all time, especially classical music, is Tzanakand, which is one of the most amazing pieces of music in any video game series. What's a game you thought you might like, but you actually hated? That's interesting. I know, I think Undertale comes to mind. Like, I heard such great things about it. It seemed like a kind of game that I would love. I got to playing it and I have never been able to finish it. I'm not interested in it whatsoever. I know there are a lot of fans out there, I'm sorry. It's one of those things. It's not for me. Question number 3. What is a really popular game that everybody seems to love, but I don't? There are a lot of these, actually. I wasn't into Battle Royales until maybe last year, and these have been going on for a long time now, even Fortnite. You know, I've never gotten into it. I've played it, I'm decent at it, I don't like it. Things like Hearthstone, I've never really been able to get into for multiple reasons, just not my kind of thing. I love Yu-Gi-Oh!, I love Pokemon trading card game. I can't do Hearthstone. I can't do, what's the other one? Magic the Gathering. I don't know if that counts because it's more of like a physical game, but yeah, I can't do that one either. It's not for me. What is a game you didn't expect to enjoy but you ended up liking it? This one for me is probably going to be like Fallout, maybe, because I love Skyrim. I wasn't very interested in Fallout when all the trailers and everything else first came out. Got into it, I love it. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And I can't stop getting into it and playing for like 10 hours and then completely giving up on everything that I've done. I will say, like, the way you can mod Fallout and Skyrim is incredible. That's one of the reasons why I love Fallout so much, because there's so much to do even after you've actually finished the game itself. Question number 5. What game have you spent the most amount of time on? That's a toughie. It's a tie between Minecraft and Skyrim, honestly. I've really been getting into Warzone lately, but I must have thousands and thousands of hours in Skyrim and Minecraft. Minecraft mostly because I get so far and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm bored of this now. Skyrim because like I have never gotten 100% completion. I'm on a mission right now, right? So I've got the save file on my Switch. I know everybody shits on Skyrim for the Switch, but trust me, I love it. I'm doing really well on it, and I don't know how far away I am from 100%, but I think I'm pretty close. If you had to marry the last video game character you played as or with, who would it be? Well, I just finished Call of Duty Warzone. I had a couple of games of that, and then Runescape, I had a couple of games of that, recording an episode for this channel actually. Go and check it out if you haven't already. I don't really think there's characters in them. So like the last proper game I played with characters and storylines and everything else. You're probably talking Yuna from Final Fantasy. No complaints whatsoever. Marry that girl in a heartbeat. If you had to live in the world of the last game you played, what world would it be? Again, Warzone is the most recent game, so I guess that is kind of applicable here. I would die in a second. My KD on Warzone, don't tell anybody, is around about 0.3 at the moment. It's embarrassing. Brand new season. I just got on. I died 20 times. I killed about 2 guys. I would not survive a minute. By the way, I apologize if the audio is a little bit wonky. I would normally use a Zoom H1 or a Tascam, which is like a little handheld microphone. I'm using this bad boy because I've got everything set up. It was easier. Yeah, I'm sorry if it's a bit wonky, a little bit too loud, a bit distorted. It'll improve. It's been a while since I made YouTube videos. Have you ever had a crush on a video game character? Yes. Rikku, Final Fantasy X, Yuna, Final Fantasy X again. I had the biggest fucking crush on both of them when I was a kid. What was the first video game you ever remember playing? Off the top of my head, I think maybe Digimon World for PS1. Super Mario 64, great game, loved it. I think there's loads of retro games that I loved, but I can't remember the first one I ever played. It sucks. Have you ever pretended to be sick so that you could get out of something just so you can play a video game? I think it's safe to say that I have, and anybody who's interested in video games watching this video, you have as well. Be honest with yourself. Question number 11. What was the last video game you completed? I'm pretty sure that was Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the remastered version. A couple of weeks before that, I completed Super Mario Odyssey, which was fun. Everybody was raving about it being an amazing game. I personally would give it like a 7 out of 10. Good game, fun, just not entirely my style. Fire Emblem, finished that one. Wicked game. I think that's about it for like games that I've actually completed recently. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that one. Question number 12. What game or games are you playing right now? Warzone, I'm really into. Like I said before, it's what I wanted in the Battle Royale. Fortnite had the sort of building mechanics and everything else that really put me off. I just couldn't get used to them. Warzone is great. It's just Call of Duty on a larger scale. Question number 13. What game do you want to play next? See, I really want to play The Last of Us 2, but I don't have a PS4. I really want to see how that story goes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get PS4 in time. If not, I'll just wait for the PS5 to be released to get that as well as the Xbox Series X. But that's what I want to play. And I really want to get around to playing the Spider-Man game for PS5. The Miles Morales one. So that's what I'm kind of hyped for. And Cyberpunk as well. They were meant to have a reveal trailer for it, like showing off some more gameplay and whatnot. And they haven't released that yet, so but I think that's going to be one of my favorite games. If it's anything like Fallout, which it seems to be from the trailers and the gameplay that I've seen, that's going to be a load of fun. This one's going to spark some controversy. Question number 14. What is your favorite? Hi-all. See, I mentioned favorite video game console. My camera's like, no, don't do it, boy. There you go. Sorry about that. See, I'm PC master raced all the way. To be honest, I can't split between consoles because I know that PC is better in terms of graphics, performance. I'm better with a mouse, I'm better with a keyboard. Having my entire Steam library there and not having to worry about like cross-platform or anything like that. To me, that's great. But in contrast to that, my PC is kind of outdated and I can't actually play some of the newest releases to the best of their ability, such as Red Dead Redemption 2. My PC just can't handle it. I'm kind of in a position where I prefer consoles at the moment. And whether it's between Xbox One or PS4, I'm going to say Nintendo Switch. It seems like a bailout, but like the ability as a dad and a gamer to be able to take the Switch wherever I go rather than be separated from the family and everything else, Switch just kind of wins that for me, man. I love playing on the Xbox. PS4 has its moments as well, but I sold the PS4. The Xbox I use for Warzone, the Switch I have on me at all times, and I'm pretty much always playing something on it. Are PC gamers really superior to console players? This comes back to the last question, right? So I'm not saying yes. The hardware is better. You can't deny that. Whether it's more fun or not, that's entirely down to the player. It's not a bailout. It's personal choice. Me personally, I have more fun playing on a Switch, but I get into the game more on a PC because it's more immersive. Question number 16. What is your opinion on Fortnite? Brilliant game. It introduced a lot of new creators and people who are passionate about gaming, gave a lot of people opportunity. So for that, I'll always love it. Ninja came up on that shit. Fortnite has really been able to make the competitive scene and esports and everything else really sort of vibrant and blow up, which is great. As somebody who's passionate about gaming, I always want to see that kind of side, that side of thing thrive. But to me, Fortnite is shit because I suck at it. That means I have to hate it. Question number 17, have you ever wanted a Twitch stream? Yes. My ex-girlfriend was a Twitch streamer, pretty decent at it, and it always looks so interesting to me. I've never felt that I have the personality to coincide with a video game stream. Maybe somebody would disagree if they were watching this video, but for me personally, I don't look at myself and think I would watch this guy for hours on end. I would donate money to this guy. I would want to play with this guy. That sounds like a masturbation joke. Question number 18. Have you ever streamed yourself on... That sounds sexy. Have you ever streamed on Twitch or YouTube? No. I've been part of streams. I've been part of, I've made loads of YouTube videos in the past, like I said, but I've never done it just by myself. I've never just set up a stream and gone for it. Question number 19. Have you ever used a walkthrough? Back in my day, in the old days, in Pepperidge Farm remembers, we didn't have online tutorials. We had to go online and print out these massive fucking sheets of paper to get us through Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, to get us through Pokemon Crystal, Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. I remember my nan coming home one day because none of us knew how to use computers and find tutorials and walkthroughs, and she had this big stack of tutorials and walkthroughs for me, and it was that's what we used to do. These days I still use walkthroughs, but I try and get through as much as I possibly can, unless it is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and you can't figure out any of the fucking temples or whatever they're called. Nah, can't do it, but I have used them a lot, especially when I was younger. Question number 20, what is the best weapon you have ever used in a video game? Shit, that's a good question. What was it called? It was the main sniper for Modern Warfare, the original one. I think that's like the most fun I've ever had with a single weapon in a video game. The one weapon that I loved though was the whip in RuneScape, the old school RuneScape. Everyone aspired to have one. Everybody wanted one so bad. You had to have really high stats to be able to get it. The day that I got that shit, I was so fucking happy. Question number 21, have you ever had to stop playing a video game because it was too scary? No, I've never played a horror game. Horror movies don't really get to me, and what I've seen of like Outlast and Amnesia and all that kind of stuff never really got to me. Maybe I'll try it. If you want to see me play a horror game, leave a comment down below. I'll check them out. Just don't blame me if I don't get scared. Alright, that's not my fault. I'm hard. You know what I mean? I don't mean shit. Question number 22, has a game storyline ever made you cry? I have bawled my fucking eyes out on so many games. Final Fantasy X, I cried like a baby. Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, I cried like a baby. Shit, man, there are so many games. The Last of Us, at the very beginning, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but when someone gets shot and there's a puddle, and you know what I mean? I wept like a fucking baby, man. Honestly, I was a wreck. What is your favorite fighting class? Mage, warrior, or rogue, range, that kind of thing? See, I prefer warrior. Like, I love playing mage sometimes, and range sometimes mixes it up, but like, just getting in there and being a fucking tank or something, like that's me all over. I like to be in the action rather than safe away from it. Saying that, every time I play Warzone and pretty much any shooting game, FPS, I love using snipers. So, does that count as range? Question number 24, what is your favorite genre of video game? I love RPGs and JRPGs. Tales of Symphonia, the whole Tales series already is amazing. I love that kind of shit. And then the RPGs like Skyrim, Fallout, they're definitely my favorite genres. I've never really been into racing games that much. Horror games, again, not really that big into. But yeah, shooting games I'm kind of alright with, but anything to do with multiplayer, I completely suck at. I'm just in it for the story and the experience. Question number 25 is, do you prefer multiplayer or solo? Solo. Every game seems to be all about multiplayer now, and as much as I love being able to play with games and how easy and effortless it is, nothing really beats sitting down and going through that experience by yourself. I'm one of those people that would go to a movie theater, a cinema, and just sit down and watch a film by myself, happily get some popcorn, some drinks, chill, and enjoy that experience by myself. I don't need people there to enjoy it. It's like, that story is for me to experience. but I'm always open to playing with other people and just having fun, having a laugh. Right, I'm going to end it here because my camera's nearly dead. It is now 4 o'clock in the morning and I need to get some sleep. So maybe I'll do the other 25 questions in a future video. Thank you so much for watching this video and being part of this channel. Hopefully it will grow and prosper into something amazing, and I'm excited to see that happen. Worst case scenario, it completely flopped and I just forget about the channel, and some poor soul comes across it in a couple of years and thinks, oh, I wonder what happens to that dude. Yeah, I'm probably dead. Gave up on life or shit, that got fucking morbid quickly, didn't it? Alright, I love you faces. Thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you in the next video. If you like this kind of content rather than just sitting down playing games, let me know. This one's probably going to take a while to edit, so enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe if you're interested in more content like this, or if you just love my personality, and I'll have more content for you soon. Alright, peace.